Hey everyone, this is for whoever feels like they've had a past life in Lemuria. I feel like the past life and this is ancient Lemuria, I don't know if you know about this, but this is like a place where, okay, so when the continent was connected, the lemurs were in Lemuria. That's where it got the name, is from all the lemurs there, right? And then when it split, that's why lemurs are only found, I think it's in like Indonesia or China or something like that, wherever Lemuria was connected to. And that's why they're only found there, okay? Because they were able to kind of, I guess, like jump onto like the part that didn't sink. But anyway, that's how it got the name. But Lemuria, I feel like you guys died in the war. I don't know if you guys know a lot about Lemuria, but if you guys were ever like scared of war or nervous about bombs, or like maybe you hear a plane go by and you get nervous, I feel like you guys have had a past life death in the war. So I feel like you were living your life when Lemuria and Atlantis got into it. I don't know if you guys know, like I said, the whole story, but Atlantis and Lemuria, this is one thing I do know about, is that they were fighting. And Lemuria was there a lot longer than Atlantis. And Atlantis were these very spiritual, highly favored people, and then like greed took over, right? And then, you know, war broke out, and they were trying to get Lemurians to do as they say, and to follow the God that they follow, and to do the things that they want. And Lemurians did not do that. They worked from the heart. I feel like I think they didn't even really have to speak. Shasta, I think, isn't it Mount Shasta that they live in? Or I don't know, maybe Mount Shasta is important here, because I just heard that, and I know about that too as well. There's a lot of spiritual like beings supposedly under there. There's a lot of like ley lines and shit there. But anyway, I just feel like you guys have a past life in Lemuria, and with the Mediterranean card, stand it out to me too as well, because Atlantis conquered a lot of Mediterranean lands, okay, until they were conquered by the, it starts with an A, Adrians or something like that, I don't know, but they, Atlantis was conquered by them, but Lemuria and Atlantis went through a war, okay, and I feel like you guys have passed away in that war. I also feel like you were a woman, and you have execution, and there's literally like a hanging thing right here, a noose, right? Isn't that what they call it? I am the worst when it comes down to freaking words and trying to explain shit. If you guys watch my videos a lot, then you know. So let's see, what type of life did you live in Lemuria? This is not even the right deck. Leaving behind, disappearing, cold, no contact. Okay, that's the wrong deck anyway. You could have left your family, or you were taken away from your family. Okay, what type of life did you live when you were in Lemuria? The Six of Pentacles, the King of Swords. I feel like you were some type of leader, and the Eight of Wands. You were somebody that was always helping other people, always giving people good advice. You always knew the right thing to say. It's like you always had some type of direction. You could have been a leader here, or like a mother, because you do have past life woman. You could also be a man. It does not mean that you were only a woman. If you feel like you were a man in this lifetime, you probably were. But especially with the King of Swords. The challenge is the Page of Pentacles. The challenge was that, like, I feel like the way that you were teaching people, or the way that you were living your life, was like helping out other people, making sure people are good, always giving, you know, helping people get, you know, in the right direction, or just like, I feel like you guys were leaders, very spiritual, confident leaders. You were not somebody that sugarcoats shit either. So like in this lifetime, you may have like that ability to be able to be a leader, or to be able to want to be the one to kind of make the rules and lay out a plan and kind of get things going here. With the Page of Pentacles, though, is your challenge, is like it was hard for you to do things differently. The Empress and the Four of Cups. Like maybe you've lost your power. Felt like you were missing out on things. Let's see what happened with this war. The Four of Wands. They could have tried to take over your land. The Knight of Wands, they could have came in like in an army, right? And with the Seven of Wands, it was unexpected. You know what? With the Four of Wands, I feel like they came in like lovingly. They came in as like friends. Like, I don't know how it started with the Lemurians and the Atlanteans, but I do feel like maybe they like tried to win the Lemurians over. Look, the Ten of Cups, as I'm saying that to like clarify it, and the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. It was like all a tactic. I feel like their plan the whole entire time was to stay here and fuck shit up. Three of Pentacles and rebuild their own shit. The Five of Cups, a loss, to cause a loss here. I feel like it was unexpected. Like you guys thought everything was going to be fine, that these people were good, and then all of a sudden they turn on you. The Page of Swords and the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the World. You could have had a connection with one of these people. Like, you could have been in love with an Atlantean, okay? Like, you could have been married to one, or it's like they were slowly trying to work their way into your life. The Page of Wands. You could have literally had a family with this person. So what I'm going to say too as well, and like in this lifetime, you may go for people who are not like let's say I'm Italian. I wouldn't go for another Italian. I'd go for like something different, right? You may like to date out of your race or date people that are different. And I feel like this is what it was. And I feel like you were happy with this person. Like, I feel like for some time. This stupid damn fly is annoying me. So what happened? The Seven of Swords. Lies, deceit, trickery, the Justice card, and the Magician. I feel like they kind of took over. It was like they totally switched up the Two of Pentacles, and like I feel like that's when everything started getting bad. The Knight of Pentacles. It's like they formulated a plan to like conquer. Look, horses, horses. Horses, like they came on horses, or I don't know what they came on, but they came as like army, like ready to fight, ready to battle, ready to take over. This was not something that you were expecting at all. Like, this was something that came out of the blue. I'm going to clarify the execution, the Five of Swords. Three of Wands. It's like they took you somewhere. The Three of Pentacles. Three people took you somewhere. Look, remember how I was just mentioning the noose on this execution card? Like, they could have hung you. They could have, I don't even want to say that. It sounds so bad. And then you have the Five of Swords. Like, they literally, like, made it hell. Like, you had to defend yourself. You see how this guy has all these swords? Like, they could have took your weapons away. Or maybe you didn't have any weapons to fight with. Because I feel like, I remember the Lemurians were very, very spiritual, very loving people. I don't even know if they had weapons. So, like, they were all about love and light, living a happy life. And that's what they thought was going to happen when Atlanteans came in. And it was not that way. It was for a little bit. But then I feel like the Atlanteans just, they got greedy. And they tried to take over this. And they tried to make you guys change and do things that you didn't want to do. And because you didn't listen, it's like a war broke out. And this is supposedly like the first nuclear bomb or something like that that they sent over. It was some type of like bomb or something, and it sunk Atlantis into the ocean. So I feel like that's what happened. So if any of you guys have a connection, a past life connection to Atlantis or Lemuria, it's probably because you guys lived that past life there. Well, it is because you've lived a past life there, especially if you're scared of war, or if you've had dreams of being in war, if you had dreams of being executed or taken away from your family, okay? And if you're feeling called to the water, it's because your soul loves the water because it's healing. Look, as I say that, the moon is water. You know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of water right there. It's Pisces energy, which is a water sign. I feel like your soul feels calmest by the water. And Lemuria was literally on, like, was basically surrounded by water, and it's in the water now. You know, the Queen of Wands. I feel like you feel most powerful or most in your energy when you're around water. You feel very calm, relaxed. You may go to the water or to the beach or the lake or things like this or in nature just to be able to regroup. The Knight of Cups. That's the only card I didn't see out of all the knights that came out. Yeah, I still feel like you guys have this loving, nurturing energy that it's like you want the best for other people. You're somebody that gives great advice. You're somebody that is not afraid to be yourself. The King of Wands. You got the King and the Queen of Wands. You guys are loyal people. Like, if you have a friend, like, If you're somebody's friend, like they have the best friend. Like they wouldn't have to worry about you lying, about you starting any drama, about you doing them wrong. Like you're somebody who is like the top dog is what I'm hearing. Not dog, but you know what I mean. But I just feel like you guys are leaders. You guys are here. You're healers. You're here to help lift other people's, lives and expand their consciousness, and to teach people to let go of their fears and to be brave and to act on the plans. Like, I don't know, you guys may help people kind of get their shit together, plan things out, like just like you did in the past life here. I feel like you guys were very strong leaders. You kind of told people what to do or gave them advice on what's best for them. The strength card, you were people's rock. And you got the moon again. Leo and Pisces energy is strong here. But I do feel like you guys were like the strength. Even though you've been through this war, you've been through, you could also feel like your life now has been in war. Or maybe you feel like you had a very difficult time, but you were able to pull through, right? Also, you might have a lot of people in this lifetime who is in wars. So they could be like passed down in generations. But yeah. Anyway, I hope this helps. And I hope you have a great day. Take care. See ya.